In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Today we shall apprise you with the conduct and conclusion of Pakistan Armed Forces Operation Bunyan Marsoos against Indian military dastardly attacks that began on night of 6th and 7th May 2025, resulting in the loss of innocent civilian lives that included women, children and elderly. Pakistan had vowed justice and retribution for reprehensible Indian military aggression and brutal killings of our citizens. Alhamdulillah, Pakistan Armed Forces have delivered the promise made to our people. I begin by thanking Almighty Allah for His infinite blessings, mercy, help and divine support, as He has ordained the believers to retaliate whenever they are wronged. We bow our heads to Him in utmost humility to have enabled us to translate our resolve into decisive actions in the battlefield. Our hearts and sympathies are with the wards and families of the Shuhada who sacrificed their lives for the beloved country, and our prayers are for the quick recovery of our injured countrymen. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to every officer, soldier, airman and sailor of the Armed Forces of Pakistan who made this success on the battlefield possible through their courage, professionalism and sacrifice. The Armed Forces of Pakistan express their profound appreciation and gratitude to the brave Pakistani nation whose moral strength, resolve and above all wholehearted support and prayers remained unwaveringly with us during these testing times, which became a force multiplier for the Armed Forces of Pakistan. We are specially indebted to the youth of Pakistan who became the frontline soldiers as information and cyber warriors of the country. Profound thanks are also due to you, the vibrant media of Pakistan, who also stood like Bunyan Marsoos, a steel wall against the Indian media information blitz and fuming as well as warmongering done by the Indian media. We are extremely grateful to the political leadership of all political parties without any distinction for the unified resolve in support of their armed forces for the defense of our motherland. The armed forces are specifically grateful to the inspiring leadership of the Prime Minister of Pakistan and his cabinet ministers for taking destiny-changing decisions of the country and steering it through this critical situation. Let me share now the operational details of Operation Bunyan Marsoos. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan's response was a textbook demonstration of integrated tri-services jointness enabled by real-time situational awareness, network-centric warfare capabilities, and seamless multi-domain operations. This synergy across air, land, sea, and cyber domains allowed for precision engagements, overwhelming lethality, and rapid tempo. All platforms operated in synergy, delivering coordinated effects at carefully selected decisive points. Using precision-guided long-range Fateh series missiles F-1 and F-2 of Pakistan Army, precision munitions of Pakistan Air Force, highly capable long-range loitering killer munitions, and precision long-range artillery. 26 military targets as well as facilities that were used to target Pakistani citizens and those enterprises that were responsible for fomenting terrorism in Pakistan were engaged in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and also mainland India. The targets included Air Force and aviation bases at Suratgarh, Sirsa, Bhuj, Nalia, Adampur, Bhatinda, Barnala, Halwara, Avantipura, Srinagar, Jammu, Udhampur, Mamoon, Ambala and Pathankot, which all sustained major damages. BrahMos storage facilities at Beas and Nagrota were also destroyed, which had fired missiles on Pakistan, killing innocent civilians, our flower-like children, our ladies and our elderly. S-400 battery system at Adampur and Bhuj was also attacked by our proud Pakistan Air Force. Military logistic and support sites which helped sustain this unlawful operation against innocent Pakistani civilians, like field supply depot at Uri and radar station at Poonch, were also targeted. Military command headquarters, which helped plan the operational killing of our innocent citizens, especially the children, including 10th Brigade and 80 Brigade at KG Top and Nowshera, were also destroyed. Facilities which harbored, train and capacitate proxy elements that perpetrate terrorist attacks inside Pakistan, which kill innocent civilians, were specifically identified and destroyed. These include intelligence fusion support units and its forward field elements at Rajouri and Nowshera. Across the line of control, military elements including headquarters, logistic bases, artillery position and posts that had caused civilian casualties in Azad Jammu and Kashmir through unprovoked artillery and small arms fire were relentlessly targeted and heavily damaged until they raised white flags and asked for restraint. India used drones to violate Pakistani airspace to intimidate our civilians and spread fear. All through Operation Banyanum Marsoos, dozens of Pakistani armed drones hovered over Indian major cities and sensitive political and government facilities, including their capital, New Delhi. And from Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir all the way up to Gujarat, to manifest clearly our lethal long-range unmanned capability, to indicate the futility of the use of this domain in warfare. Pakistan Armed Forces also carried out comprehensive and effective cyber offensive to temporarily cripple and degrade critical infrastructure and services that were being used by Indian Armed Forces to sustain their operations. Let me tell you that Pakistan Armed Forces possess an adequate suite of very sophisticated niche military technologies, only some of which were used with restraint in this conflict, and there are many more such capabilities being kept as future surprises. Despite all this, let me say that compared to Indian relentless provocations, Pakistan's military response has been precise, proportionate, and still remarkably restrained. It was carefully calibrated to avoid civilian casualties and has exclusively targeted those entities and facilities which were directly involved in orchestrating and executing cold-blooded killings of Pakistani civilians and those carrying out terrorist attacks inside Pakistan. We must also inform you that Pakistan also sustained an abnormal and immediate spike in Indian-sponsored terrorism across Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan while we were busy in operations on the Eastern Front. This vindicates that India is directly involved in fomenting terrorism in Pakistan, and its proxies were fully operationalized during this time to distract our attention. Pakistan Armed Forces are resilient, and simultaneously with the conduct of Operation Bunyan Marsoos, we carried out most effective counter-terrorism operations in the western region without any pause. Operation Bunyan Marsoos has been a great example of coming together of all elements of national power with overwhelming support of Pakistani public to effectively counter the threat to our national sovereignty and integrity and the threat to our great motherland. No one should have any doubt that whenever our sovereignty would be threatened and territorial integrity violated, the response would be comprehensive, retributive, and decisive. Pakistan Armed Forces thank and salute the Pakistani nation for its courage, resilience, and national fervor during this conflict. Let me finish with the Quranic verse from the Surah Anfal. وَيَمْكُرُونَ وَيَمْكُرُ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ. They plan and Allah plans, and Allah is the best of planners. Pakistan Zindabad, Afwaj Pakistan, Paindabad.